Should your pack grow over full, have no fear. I'll lighten your load by spreading it out among us pawns. It pains me to say it, but I've nothing to share just now.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my speciality. If I learn of a matter that requires your attention, I shall inform you directly.
Uh-huh. There's something written here.
Shall we take... I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I can even mark them on your map. Master, if ever your pack grows cumbersome, know that I would be glad to purchase any of your unwanted items.
I cannot begin to fathom what will become of the world after this.
We need answers. Who would seek to end this world, and for what purpose?
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Breadth of knowledge.
Pray, slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Not much going on.
Quiet means all's well.
This is a peaceful place. Perfect for meditation.
Ah, arisen. You yet live. I suspected as much, given that your pawn still remains. One might hypothesize that your pawn is sustained by your vital essence. Or perhaps something more. In any case, we ought to apprise one another of the situation. Is there aught you would know? Ah, yes. I trust it has not escaped your notice that the end of days is upon us. After you vanished, together with the Red Dragon, the seas rose to swallow the skies. 'Twas perhaps a month from that evil day when a new calamity befell us. A host of dragons descended from the skies and fell upon the land with fang and claw. Laz the Oracle called upon me ere you arrived. As she tells it, Melve and its environs have already fallen prey to the beasts. 'Tis surely only a matter of time before the rest of the kingdom follows suit. I found the poor creature collapsed by the wayside near Batal. Recognizing your pawn, I decided to take the ailing thing into my custody. I thought it possible that the Arisen's pawn might hold the key to making sense of all this madness. Alas, try what I might, your pawn will not wake. Mayhap you will succeed where I could not. The pawn is, after all, yours to command. Indeed, then I shall take my turn. In your absence, I had hoped your pawn might yield me some information, but as you have returned, I would hear the truth from your lips. Tell me, Arisen, what became of you this past month? So, following your plunge into the sea on the dragon's back, some mysterious presence reached out to you. Could that have been the World Forged? Yet why would such a being linger in those fathomless depths? I can only speculate. And speculate I shall. This ought to prove a fruitful avenue of investigation. For that, I thank you. Now, if you can find a way to end this interminable slumber, your pawn is, of course, free to rejoin you.
Oh, Master. How long I've slept? Far too long, it seems. But worry not. Now that I am awake, I shall follow wherever you lead.
I can scarcely see a thing in this murk.
Scholars must gird ourselves with knowledge. Perhaps this theorem will provide some insight.
I've no need to preen. Let my fur lie how it may.
my liking.
Her Majesty has begun her supplications. None may see her ere they conclude.
Stay your hand, Vera. This one may pass. Come hither. We would speak with you. So you are returned, Sir Arisen. We are gladdened to find you safe and well in the midst of this calamity. Now, to what do we owe the pleasure of this visit? You would have the people of this nation abandon their homeland to seek sanctuary elsewhere. 'Tis no small thing you ask of us. We will require some time to consider. For now, prithee speak with Sir Manella. You will doubtless find her patrolling the city. Her assistance will be indispensable if we are to undertake the evacuation of Bakbatal and the checkpoint rest town.
Barely slept a wink.
Devote my life to prayer and may the seeds of evil find no nourishment in me.
Pray in there, put gold in my pocket. As a matter of fact, I did not take to being a mage straight away. It was some time before I managed to wrangle my spells under control. Things are much simpler as a warrior. I need but forge on, weapon raised.
You saw the sky fall, I trust. I doubt you could have missed it. And wherever the sky falls, a dragon soon appears to lay waste to the land. Or so I had assumed, after what befell Melv. Yet aught here appears to be different. Has our ruin been forestalled, or merely postponed? I must examine that creature. It may well be the key to unraveling the origins of this cataclysm.
The path through this rock has been sealed to us. There's naught for it but to search for an altar.
Many paths are close to us now. On account of the dragon's descent, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction. But I suppose suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
What hope have I of doing any good in a world such as this?
Ye really pushing your luck.
How dare you?
Principles unproven are as dust on the wind.
You've pushed your luck too far. Glad I can't see myself just now. Not a chance to look at this.
I must be grateful for this to have a silver.
It seems this is the only way forward. Up we go. Why do you falter? Come this way. Enough dallying. Follow me.
Saved again. I'll redeem myself yet.
Enough dallying. Follow me. A fine welcome indeed. I can only hope that the worst is now behind us. Principles unproven are as dust on the wind.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait right there. shall remain by your side.
Alas, a theory unproven is of little practical use. The beast's fell powers are twice as terrible in the flesh. Of the dragon.
Let us guide the people to the seafloor shrine. The red clouds do see...
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
Only truly impartial observers can decide.
At once, Master.
Twas a glory!
Just think what we could achieve if we honed our talents further.
Have I really uncovered the truth of the dragon? There it is! The dragon at the heart of all this destruction. this what called the monsters for? I'd like to capture it and bring it back to the lab. There is much that might be learned from it. Why did you destroy it? The secrets we might have learned. Never mind. You've your charge, 'tis true, and the fiends appear to be falling back. But I trust you won't object if I take a sample of its remains. After all, your role is to save this world, and mine is to pursue its secrets. Go, do what you must. I will remain here and continue my work. Someday soon, I will lay bare the truth of this world. And on that day, I will slip the yoke of this broken order that rules us all.
It gladdens my heart to see you safe and sound, Arisen. What has become of the world? Would that there was someone who could explain this madness. Never did I imagine such a dragon could exist. 'Tis a glad thing we felled it, whatever 'twas.
You've pushed your luck too far.
I'll not take that from you!
Pray calm yourselves, good people. I will have none of this squabbling.
So, Manella, you don't understand. This scoundrel's the one who started it.
No, you don't understand. This is no time for the people of Batal to be quarreling amongst themselves. We shan't weather this calamity unless we can recall our common purpose and unite our efforts towards it.
The so-called Forbidden Magic Research Lab appears to have been constructed rather recently.
That does seem to be the case. What's more, only a select few are granted entry.
'Tis all very secretive. I want...
How to spend the day? Thanks, sir.
How dare you!
You've pushed your luck too far.
Ah, Sir Arisen. You are returned, I see. With the world in such disarray, I could not stand to be away from my homeland. Thus did I return, to render what aid I may. I maintain order as best I can, but for every fire I extinguish, it seems 3 more are incited behind my back. But enough of my woes. What brings you here? You wish us to evacuate? Mayhap the idea merits some thought. After all, if we sit on our haunches, 'tis likely only a matter of time before we share the fate of Mel. Alas, the people of Batal are far from united in purpose at present. Should we proceed, unheeding of their divisions, I fear that our efforts would come undone ere long. With every soul at their wits' end, conflict is like to spark at the slightest provocation. As such, before we take any measures, I would have you walk amongst the people, Sir Arisen. Behold their plight with your own eyes. And should you encounter any discord, pray do aught you can to resolve the people's quarrels and assuage their fears. Such efforts will doubtless allow the evacuation to proceed all the more smoothly. As for me, my work here is far from done. Let us part ways for now, and reconvene when you have accomplished all you can.
It is no mere tavern brawl we are to mediate, Master. Due caution is advised, methinks.
Right you are.
Haven't you had enough yet? You're the one who started this. How dare you? Haven't you had enough yet?
I've had well enough of your nitpicking.
I reckon the world would be better off without you.
Oi, you! Don't go poking your nose in our business. This is between us.
Aye, leave off or we'll make you.
I'll gut you and feed you your entrails.
Fighting a lost battle. That's just plain horrid.
It's in fate's hands now.
Well,
Shit. This ain't good.
Stand and fight, you gutless wonder.
I ain't cut out for this.
Now's your chance!
This is beyond the pale.
don't let them get the better.
Fuck. You're telling me? I don't think I've got another punch left in me.
Bah, I can't stomach more quarreling after this. It's drained the fight right out of me.
Too right. I've clean forgotten what we were arguing about to begin with, if I'm honest.
Their tempers do appear to be quelled. But I hope you aren't injured, Master.
Truly?
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
The month I spent with Lord Phases was a queer experience indeed.
Oi! I saw it first. Phew. Trust a flea-ridden hide to take it all for himself.
Why must I share with a fangless one? This is no more your food than Batal is your land. Should I get up to today?
You there! You couldn't have come at a better time. Put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? Go on, lay into him. If that's what you think, why don't you mind your own business?
Aye, clear off. Pretty words shan't fill our bellies.
Stop this, father! Thank you, sir. I'll be sure to share it.
You mean with me? For true? Thanks. I'm half starved.
Oi, leave my kid alone.
You're not some child snatcher, are you?
Wait, you shared your food with them. Thank you, sir. As for you, Nomos, it would seem we were both but looking out for our children, hey?
Aye. Mayhap we're not so different after all. And we both had children fed. We've no reason to quarrel.
The desire to protect one's kin transcends race and culture. It just goes to show, we are none of us so different.
That was certainly worthwhile.
Am I shedding? Must be my winter coat.
You want something? Spit. Some other time, mate. Ha!
I've got wares of every ilk. Amazing. Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Hope to see you again ere long.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Have you a moment to talk? It'd make my day.
If you don't mind, sir.
That's worth celebrating!
Well met. Do you take care?
But be sure to buy aught. Noisy for my liking.
With Brocker's teachings under my belt, there's nothing I can't handle. So ask away. My hammer is at your disposal, sir. Pleasure doing business with you.
Peaceful as ever. Look around if you must, but be sure to buy aught.
Welcome. As a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate, we offer excellent service at a fair price. Always a pleasure.
Right, time to get to it.
I need the work.
With Brocker's teachings under my belt, there's nothing I can't handle. So ask away. My hammer is at your disposal, sir. Pleasure doing business with you.
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
With Brocker's so ask away. My hammer is at your... Disposal, sir. Pleasure doing business with you.
A customer, then. That's a shame.
Chance to put my feet up is as welcome.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Welcome and well met. As a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate, we offer excellent service. At a fair price. Do come again.
So many happy voices carried on the way your always is.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy aught.
You're just riding on your father's coattails!
You slander my honor, sir! I demand a duel. This is no business of yours! Be gone!
Now, Narborough, let's not be too hasty. If we are to duel, we ought to have a witness. Otherwise, who's to say the victor fought with honor?
Aye, true enough. Without a witness, either of us could simply kill the other, then disavow the use of any underhandedness. Well, sir, what say you? Will you watch over us while I take this scoundrel to task? This knave dared to slight my honor. He said my swordsmanship was hardly fit to wound a training dummy. The bloody nerve of him.
And I'd say it again. 'Twas your dear father's patronage that made you a sentinel, not your own skill.
You have my gratitude, sir. Let us delay no further. Come, Scario. Prepare yourself.
Have at you!
This can't be happening!
You're made of tougher stuff!
This can't be happening! Steel
Get
yourself!
back! I do not wish to injure you.
Have you lost your wits? Keep your distance!
We plan to roll over and die then? What?
What was that?
Put your back into it!
I admit it. I underestimated your skill. The loss is mine.
Nay. 'Twas I who underestimated you. I'd thought to score an easy victory, but you fought fair and capably.
We owe you a debt, sir. 'Tis on your account that we've seen some sense. Were it not for your timely appearance, I'd wager this nonsense might have cost one of us their life.
Indeed. Better to hone our respective skills than take up arms against petty slights, I say.
It seems some things can only be resolved by crossing blades. But I doubt they'll quarrel again after this.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Hoy! Looking to change your vocation, perchance? No need to overthink it. You can change it on a whim. You've naught to lose, and you might even make a new discovery.
Pleasure doing business with you.
I'm honored, Master. This Maester's teaching is a precious gift. I swear I shall make good use of it.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Here I might reflect on my affairs in peace. I've seen better days, that's for sure.
Time to get to work. Now here's a welcome sight.
About ready to fall asleep.
Well met. I can't complain. Look, as long as you please.
Wearing armor all day feels like a punishment.
With Brocker's teachings under my belt, there's nothing I can't handle. So ask away. My hammer is at your disposal, sir. Pleasure doing business with you. Where was it I saw those materials? Near Mount Alps?
No one knows their craft better than I. A customer, then. That changes things.
Now here's a welcome sight.
am pleased to find you in good health.
Well met.
I've no love of
The citizenry speak highly of your deeds, Sir Arisen. It seems you have made rather an impact. The people of Batal are beginning to see that they must stand together if they are to survive this calamity. We shall see the fruits of your labors when the time comes to evacuate. Methinks we can expect little opposition to the announcement. Pray, return to Empress Nadinia and apprise her of your achievements. I must remain here to ensure no further squabbles arise. Heavens only know how many lives you have saved this day, Sir Arisen. I hope you will accept this humble reward for your efforts.
What say we report back to Empress Nadinia? Her Majesty ought to be willing to commence the evacuation now.
Of course.
I'm glad to see you in such fine fettle, Arisen. You're even more impressive than when I last clapped eyes on you.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Person I believe in is myself. One of our ministers informs us that you have been espied in the city, resolving the people's troubles. You have our gratitude, for it seems your efforts have served to remind the people of this nation of their common purpose. We would present you with this gift, as a small token of our esteem, and wish you good fortune on your journey, wheresoe'er it may take you.
Pray excuse the interruption, Your Majesty, but I fear time is upon us. I would see you prepared for the road ahead.
Indeed. Forgive us, but we must take our leave. Farewell.
Backbatal and the rest town are now safely evacuated. I am certain we can rely on them.
Outstanding.
There are more who can yet be saved.
We ought to choose our next destination based on the movements of the clouds.
It may bring you some peace of mind to know that this place shall be defended to the last.
Just him. Imagine the coin we'd gain from selling this.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait right there.
It's rather peaceful here, isn't it?
I cannot help but ache for a scrap. At last. I thought we'd never find one.
A splendid discovery.
Huh. I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Wearing armor all day feels like punishment. This sort of quiet means all's well.
late. Am I losing my touch? Some of our regulations ought to be revised. I've got to focus. My shift's only just begun.
Took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your...
Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. I myself learned the art by deciphering ancient texts. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and I shall harness it to your benefit. Then I bid ye farewell.
I cannot wait to put this new equipment to use.
If your pack grows overfull, simply ask me to sell off your surplus items. I'll have the gold for you in a trice.
dragon was no ordinary beast.
There's naught for it but to stand and fight.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Cast the flames, before it is too late!
I'll encamp the same spell, and we'll overwhelm our foe with our combined magic. have unfarmed them.
While in need of healing, allow me. Wait right there. Lightning is its weakness, and your strength.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Do not waste this chance. We must press home our advantage.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Understood. Of the Arbor have long treasured these woods. It would sadden them to see it defiled by this creature.
You'll not live to regret this. I shall summon a storm to blow our foes away.
Grind, proceed! You'll not find a better opening. Strike the horn! Now!
The creature is defeated. Here's hoping this will be enough to forestall the Red Cloud's advance for a while. You would gather materials here, Master? Can we really afford to carry more?
A lighter pack makes for a lighter heart, it would seem.
The sky glows red with fury. The sky... I thank you. Ronde Minita. Oruin.
Dear Alakalia. Vindamund.
Non fenem. Adekane palan.
Non mo... Fanamo anan winyenon!
An fatelpi hat. Lero mor namboe.
Nun ve oyonda atar.
Kemen Ross. An fatelpi. Lero mor namboe.
My friend, how glad I am to see you yet live. When word reached me of your uncanny disappearance, I admit I feared the worst. What has become of this world? Our people fear for the future. We cannot be sure we will be safe here, yet this place is all we know, all we have. You think we need to evacuate? I see. And you know of a place where we might find refuge? I should gladly follow you, but I fear my father will not be so easily persuaded. Nonetheless, we can but try. Come.
As arborist, Sir Taliesin is the leader of the Elven people. Let us follow our guide that we might speak with him.
I knew it to be so.
Findelnar, ne veo norwende lis kemen, moriven lis irumar meltol netara.
Kasinke telpe nun findaler, nun mor arta her. Karilm ilmen arkael, silfa nambawe nun kalael alame, angadur sindi.
Mornambwe roth enfane avasilmines fana. Erurne kemen malantar ingadur, fielis lintan morivin nun we ingarina?
Kemen indur kanian irils aldekar. Eteler le affair mor eldalia eralotte. Ondvana alvekil eteler ne anler ailame.
I am afraid my father has closed his heart so tightly that even my words cannot reach him. If only the Arbor heart were restored to health, perhaps he might be persuaded.
Lungtena peli telume, ane martir, tindume ingarina fa alme alcarwa?
Menel, fair linta. Isel rosvanan.
Nun ve oyonda atar.
The sky glows red with fury. But what have we done to earn its ire?
Tane fylna. Nandawin fe no Endiliron a Newman.
Nihia meniel, Falia Tielvana.
Monelinta?
I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most. Might there be...
Elelote an fear anantuin, mormate fa elecano, osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair avehum? Sinde fir areng. Elelote an fear anantu. Elelote an osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair avehum? Angudu telpe. Elelote an... Ala anaduin karim.
Tis about...
Elelote an osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair avehum?
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Elelote an fear anantuin, mormate fa... Filnis nun wafet ataher, tialfe anadore. Anaculion folistiel. Nun lia fionar sur firnis.
Alan Hadir and Lithmatal. Ilmenir lot.
Isilrod Banun Galayan Lom.
Isilrod Fanon.
Nun we ondo, anin Delia Van.
Damun.
Nun ve oyonda atar.
Alana fire mine.
Nandawin fe no indiran anuma. Arefa.
Linta nun falasmir ingarina.
Nun we ondo. Anin Delia Van.
Very well. I shall go on ahead.
The flow of time feels almost unsteady.
Indeed. All we once held to be true is now changed.
Is there no way to return things to how they were before?
I am afraid my father has closed his heart so tightly that even my words cannot reach him. If only the Arbor heart were restored to health, perhaps he might be persuaded.
Kiriando anmaindor hiroth. Arta hir kurir. Morfa erando. Amanda kill. Kiriando and mine.
The sky glows red with fury. But what have we done to earn its ire? Do you know anything of this calamity? Anything that might help to prevent it?
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest!
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded. The red clouds portend naught but ill omens.
What hope have we against the whims of the sky? While travelling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out? Oh, good thing I'm here, really. I know just where to go. This way, if you please. Here at last. Speaking of which, by my eye, you...
Look here! This path seems rather promising.
Do you mean to proceed? My, you're a bold one.
A fine showing.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it. We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
This calls for a curative.
These are troubled times, but rest assured, our doors shall remain open and our beds soft.
Victory! Well met, sir.
Are you in the market for something in particular? Thank you.
Might as well take... Impressive.
Need anything?
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Your Majesty. How glad I am to see you safe. Where have you been this past month? The end of the world. Are things truly so dire? Though, I am aware of the dragon attack on Melf. We received word that naught but a smoking ruin remains. 'Twas a tragedy, and I would not see it repeated. However, without a clear path, we in the Guard shall be hard-pressed to forestall the impending crisis. You would have me evacuate the city? I see. Mayhap 'twould be for the best. Ever since the fall of Melv, the citizens of Vernworth have lived in fear that their homes are next to be assailed. If there is safe harbor to be found elsewhere, I believe we have naught to lose by seeking sanctuary. But I doubt I could convince the people of this city to abandon their homes, however terrified they may be. Methinks your Majesty would do better to ask this of the Regent King. After the false sovereign vanished and the world was altered, His Grace has been the one keeping order here in Vermont. If the people will heed anyone, 'tis him.
Maintaining order in Vermont must be quite a burden upon the young Regentkin.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? What a delight. Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Where was that bound again?
Interested in my wares?
all my days. Might you be looking to enlist? Huzzah!
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
I will see to it that the law is upheld. What must needs be done?
So you've come. I'm glad to see you. Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal, a full-scale evacuation of the citizenry. Truth be told, I had reached the same conclusion. So long as we cower within these walls, we must live in fear of going the way of Melv. My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the encampment survivors and the Thieves' Guild for aid. The only remaining obstacle is my mother. She has set herself stubbornly against any such flight. I have tried to make her see reason, but of late she has taken to shutting herself in her chambers. However, I fear that my position permits me to entertain her fancy no longer. I must put the needs of the common folk before her selfish whims. Now, there are a few matters I must attend to before we can evacuate, and I would fain welcome your assistance. We will require several ox carts to carry the sick and aged out of the city. Might I prevail upon you to petition the merchant at the ox cart station in the west of the city for their use? You may assure him that the Royal Treasury will foot any and all expenses.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Lots to do.
Good day, sir. What might you be?
This isn't much to go on.
Be gone with you, ruffian. These carts are mine. I paid good gold for them. And if you think I'll surrender a single one, you'd best think again. I require the use of all of them to transport my wealth to safety. Be gone with you, ruffian. These, and if you think I'll surrender, I require the use of all of them to transport my wealth to safety.
Is this enough to have avoided the worst?
At last! A moment to breathe.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I've just sold off my last cart. That fellow over there gave me a handsome price for half a dozen of them.
Pray, slow your feet! You run too... Too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavor to keep up. Though we are less fleet of foot.
I am glad your majesty has seen fit to assist the regent, King. His grace has need of stalwart allies to stand by him in these trying times.
Fancy a look at my wares?
I shall be on top form today. I can feel it.
Forgot why Whereabouts are you headed?
I'm not taking any passengers just now, sir.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Well, could use more places like this.
If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
Would you be so kind as to petition the merchant at the ox cart station in the west of the city for the use of his carts in the evacuation? You may assure him that the royal treasury will foot any and all expenses.
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers, and all her meals come back scarcely touched. Between you and me, I fear for her health.
Have you come to claim my life, Arisen? Well, far be it from me to deny you. But I shall go to the grave with a smile on my lips, for I have no regrets. All I did for my darling son. So do as you will. I have no intention of begging for mercy. What are you doing? Unhand me at once! Guards! Help me!
You have brought Mother to me, I see. My thanks, friend. You have done me a great service.
Sven.
You may leave us. Now that we can speak without a door twixt us, I am confident that I can persuade her. I know not what to make of this. What's to be done about it?
All seems well here, but you can never be sure.
I know not what to make of this. What's... Would you be so kind as to petition the merchant at the... You may assure him that the royal treasury will foot... Would you be so... You may assure him that the royal treasury will foot...
Wait for the new equipment to come.
Such quietude is a blessing.
I really would have been better off a baker.
Such quietude.
I'm in fine fettle. These are troubled times, but rest assured, our door... Doors shall remain open, and you know where to find me.
transpires naught but misgivings.
Bit flat.
Can't wait for the new equipment coming.
Still waiting on
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
but not at the expense of my duty. So not for it, but can't my teeth on real loud. Such quietude is a blessing. Such quietude is a blessing.
Polish up my gear for tomorrow.
Very gentle scratch on my arm.
This sort of quiet, wearing armor all day feels like a park.
Long, I almost forgot why I came.
But a long day of work. Couldn't hurt to put my
'Tis good to be reunited.
These are troubled times, but rest assured, our doors shall remain. Open and our beds soft.
You know where to find me.
The solution eludes me, but I'm certain there is.
How might I be of service?
Would that I could spend all day.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? As a matter of fact, when I recall our first visit to Burnworth, I cannot help but be astounded at how far you've come, Master. We shall carry this city in our hearts wherever we tread.
I fear I must attend to...
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
To charge ahead may be to rush headlong into danger. Let us take care to move as one.
Be sure to keep your wits about you. I'll encamp the same spell, and we'll overwhelm our foe with our combined magics.
It was well worth the effort of breaking it.
Blessed be we servants.
I've made my bed. Now to lie.
A fine place to sit and gather one.
So tired. I barely looked in to tie my boots.
Anywhere's better than living around.
Sod it.
Silence cultivates wisdom. I quite like it.
Our soldiers need better training.
So tight. This place is awful dull. Can't complain much.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only...
What do you think? Does this suit me?
That's made my day.
What's got you in such a good mood? Do tell.
By your leave, Arisen.
Arisen? Aren't you forgetting something?
I've just had a thought. A curative ought to do the trick.
Flying foes are loathsome to handle. Our attacks shan't reach them easily.
No quarrel here.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Never you fret. We all have our moments.
Storm to blow our foes away. I'll put an end to this foe master.
As you wish. I shall stay my hand. No harm shall come.
Is gone. Let us revel in the knowledge that this region has escaped. Its destruction.
Got a good view of the landscape from up here. Mayhap I'll spot something of interest.
am saved. Thank you, Arisen.
Magic in this glass has worn off.
One of us has been silenced.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy. Arisen, have you been harmed?
There's no small wonder that ox carts have ceased operation, given the state of things.
Will the day... ever come when we might employ one again?
Far exceeds that of other
Formidable